Hey, how's it going, everybody? I'm just actually back with another video. In this video, I'm just going to be telling you about some stuff I wish I could go back and tell myself 5 years ago to the little 13-year-old me, or just kind of general advice and stuff I wish I would have done or knew when I was a bit younger, and stuff maybe some of the younger ones in this video, or maybe some of the older ones, but it's mainly more for the younger ones, can kind of take from this. Uh, as many of you know, I'm going to be graduating high school in less than 2 months. It is, yeah, really only, my last day as a senior is in a month and like 10 days. And I graduate the 26th of May. And I'm going to be done with my years of schooling, or at least like my K-12 years, like grade school. I think that's what you call grade school. I can't remember the exact term of that. But either way, and there's just some stuff I look back on, especially when I, like 5 years ago, me, and just some stuff I wish I would have done a little bit more, even out through high school a bit more, middle school too. And just some things I want to kind of tell you guys. And I think one of the most important things I would say is to try and just push yourself that little bit, even just the extra mile, half a mile. I think there was a lot of times, well, I know there was a lot of times, there would be days I would just come home really exhausted from school or just tired. And I just didn't stick things out and wasn't as motivated with certain things. Or I was, but I couldn't like keep going as much as I really wanted to. And now I look back on it. Like with exercising, always try to push yourself a little bit, even if you're just really, really tired. I wish I would have did that a little bit more. Me, I've exercised a lot, in my teen years. Sometimes I really wish I would have pushed just a bit more for that, or with doing like a school assignment that I really get done, I just procrastinate way too much and just would completely just not do it. I wish I would have pushed myself more for that, as well as kind of what was the thing I was about to say? Like if I'm trying to learn something new, like a language or like a new skill, like of anything, I wish I would have pushed myself and stuck with it more with certain things instead of just doing it for 3 or 4 days. Because I really didn't get the big motivation. I've always been a pretty motivated person, but like when I've gotten like my senior year of high school, I've gotten that much bigger push of motivation that I really, really wish I would have had, especially in the last 5 years for certain things, just in general too. It's just not even just about exercise and skills, languages, school. It can be applied to just about anything. To just try and go push yourself a little bit and do a little bit better with certain things. I just sometimes was a bit lazy or just was really tired. I wish I would have pushed myself a bit more with certain things, and I'm telling you guys now to try and do it. I promise you when you get older, you will feel much better. Trust me, I am 18 and a senior. Oh, you try a little bit harder with certain things. Try to stay a bit motivated, more motivated with certain stuff in life. I know it can seem hard now. I mean, it's hard for me still, but I definitely have more of a drive for certain things and more able to stick to certain things now. It's not that I so much have like a short attention span. I haven't really had that in years. I actually have a very high attention span, a very high patience, but there's just stuff I wish I would have. I kind of just like try to just do okay at certain things, or like was just always really tired a lot of time, and just wish I would have pushed myself a bit more at certain times, certain things. Not like every single time, but a little bit more. And I've been doing that more this year with certain things. And it's very hard to be able to, especially when you're younger. It can be hard for an older person, but I know how it is when you're younger. Even just a high school age person, it can be really tough. Even for a lot of 18, 19-year-olds, it's really tough. But I would just try and give my advice to myself 5 years ago into kind of the younger ones here. Or just anybody if you want, just to try and push yourself a little bit more in just anything you do in life. or find a way maybe to spice it up a bit, make it a little bit better. Because, I mean, it might seem tough and something it takes energy to do there and now, but it'll feel much better afterwards. Because I've noticed that as I've gotten my senior high school, stuff I really wish I would have tried on more or done differently last 5 years. Not that I have like any massive regrets, really. I mean, overall, my high school's been a pretty good 4 years, and eighth grade was really good. Uh, I think the concussion really is letting you know when I had that severe concussion. That really screwed me up a lot. Mentally, it did. Especially for the next couple of years. With anxiety and just like motivation for stuff. Just I didn't feel the same. It really took a couple of years to really get back on track with my head. So that's probably one. I definitely wish I would have never gotten that. I think I could have enjoyed high school. I know I would have even more if I didn't have that. It just was such a massive blow, and I had severe brain damage. It was just awful. But overall, I'm grateful for what I've had. It's fast years, what I've grown up with. I mean, it hasn't always been the easiest, but I'm not gonna act like it. I grew up in like this hood and like this beat out background or anything. I know some people try to act like that, but they really, really aren't. And I have some friends that try to act like that sometimes. But that's some advice I would give myself for 5 years ago. And just for anyone generally who's younger, just try to push yourself a bit more in everyday situations. Because you'll usually feel better afterwards. It can seem a bit more work now, but always just try to help your. So I guess if I should, another way of explaining, if I think I explained it, but like when I say push, it's more just like try and just do your best quality work at stuff, or you don't have to go like a full out 110% and everything, or something, but just try a little bit harder with stuff you do, and definitely don't. I wish I wouldn't have procrastinated so much schoolwork. I really didn't start getting on top of that until like my senior or like late last year. I really procrastinated a lot and held stuff off and just said forget about it. I'm not saying to like lose sleep over schoolwork or stress out, no, but just try and get stuff done on time. Because trust me, you're going to want to. But overall, that's just some advice I would give myself and for anyone else out there too. But overall, I've had a good childhood and a good high school. And my days are numbering down as a student, or at least a student in school. And there definitely is some stuff I'm really thinking about right now. A lot of, I mean, I'm still trying to figure out some after school plans. And I know a lot of my senior friends are, there's some that are pretty stressed out. Some of them are actually really relaxed. I'm kind of like, I don't know. I'm not like super anxious, but I'm not really like excited to graduate, but I'm not like sad. I think I'm just kind of, I don't know. I'm not someone who really gets nervous a whole ton about big events. I mean, I imagine stuff will definitely hit me later down the line. But overall, that's going to do it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Once again, thanks for all the support on the channel lately, and thanks again for 570 subscribers. I am on spring break too, and I'm going to be trying to stream some more and post some more videos because I have 10 days off. Thank you all for watching. See you guys in the next one.